Reports are emerging that UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is considering a policy to allocate direct funding to foreign farmers while introducing an inheritance tax increase on British farmers. This proposal has sparked significant backlash from the agricultural sector and rural communities, who see it as a double blow to the backbone of the UK's domestic food production. Under the rumoured policy, funds would be redirected from domestic agricultural support to subsidise farming practices abroad, with the intention of bolstering trade agreements and addressing global food security. However, critics argue that this plan comes at the expense of British farmers, many of whom are already struggling with rising costs, worker shortages, and the potential impact of the inheritance tax. The proposed inheritance tax hike for farmers has been labelled as disastrous by industry groups. They warn that it could lead to the breakup of family-run farms, which form the cornerstone of the UK's agricultural landscape. Many of these farms have been passed down through generations, and the tax could force heirs to sell off land or equipment to meet the increased financial burden. One prominent farming union spokesperson stated, "It is deeply unfair to penalise British farmers with higher taxes while simultaneously funding foreign agriculture. This undermines our food security and sends a damaging message to our domestic producers." Critics within Parliament, including members of Starmer's own Labour Party, have raised concerns about the optics of such a policy. They warn that voters in rural constituencies, where Labour has been attempting to rebuild its presence, could see this move as prioritising international interests over national needs. On the other side of the debate, proponents of the plan argue that investing in foreign agriculture could stabilise international markets, reduce global food price volatility, and strengthen trade partnerships that benefit the UK economy in the long term. However, this justification has done little to assuage the concerns of those in the British farming sector. As this policy takes shape, the debate over its potential impact on British agriculture is likely to grow. The Starmer government will need to tread carefully to balance its international ambitions with the needs and livelihoods of domestic farmers, whose contributions remain vital to the UK's food supply and rural economy.